Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from my home base here in Boynton Beach. And man, I got a good one for you today. I'm trying to sell a couple of small things that I don't need on Facebook Marketplace, which is a great place to sell some things. We talk about if you don't need it, sell it. So I sold a small item to a gentleman, but I had to introduce him to you because he's got a very interesting vehicle here. He is a traveling nurse. His name is Mr. Hunter. And he's a young man here. How you doing, Mr. Hunter?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
Pretty good. All right. Listen, you got a nice truck here. Let's turn around here. I want to show everybody. So Hunter has a, tell him about what you got here. What year and what you got?
So it's a 2022 Ram Power Wagon, level 3 equipment package. So it's got all the bells and whistles. So even when I'm off-road, I still got all the fun stuff inside. It's so big. It's got the 360 cameras. It's got all the sensors, all that kind of fun stuff. And so I've kind of modified it. I've had it for just about a year. It's been a year and a week actually. And so I've kind of built everything from the rear.
Let's go over a couple of things.
Yeah.
This is a roof tent.
Yeah, it's a rooftop tent. So it double opens, and I can pop it for you if you want. It takes 2 seconds.
Really? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I know that the ones that are kind of a hard case enclosed are the higher. Oh, this is a Bush company?
Yeah, so this is a company that's made in South Africa. And it's 6 latches all the way around. And once you get the latches off,
I got the same door lock system. Just run your hand down the handle.
Yeah, it's super easy. So there's 3 on this side, and then 3 on the other way around.
Oh, and you got an awning here.
Yeah, so this is a 270-degree awning that goes all the way around the truck.
Okay.
And it provides shade, and it's phenomenal for all the seasons, for the rain, for
you got the axe and this jack here. That's one of those, in case you're off-roading and you need to lift up. It's a high jack or something.
Yeah, so that's a trio jack. I got the 5-foot.
Wow.
And the last part is here. You go up. So it's a double wedge.
Oh, a double wedge. Yeah, I see that.
Double wedge system.
And all the equipment you've added to the truck yourself.
I have, yeah.
So you bought the truck.
I bought it stock, and I did all the equipment package. I started with the Diamondback HD cover, and then I kind of built everything off of that. So this is a chassis unlimited thorax bed rack. It's kind of like a one-off. It's not really built for the truck, but we kind of made it work.
Oh.
And then I used to have they call it a soft shelled tent. So it's a tent. It takes a lot longer to deploy than this. But I upgraded to this Bush Company tent, which is amazing. I love it. And if you just feel the material, it's super thick. Like,
oh yeah, military grade.
Yeah, and
it's definitely waterproof.
It's waterproof, and inside I've got it's a queen size, but it's 2 inches shorter in width, but 4 inches longer in length.
Oh,
so
you're quite comfortable up there.
Yeah, exactly. So me, my girlfriend, and our 65-pound dog, we sleep comfortably in there.
No way.
Yeah.
All of you?
Yeah. And then I've got a 3-inch memory foam mattress on top of that.
Oh my goodness.
So it's comfier than my bed at the house.
I'll bet it is. And so you did have a different one, and you swapped it, you sold it, and bought this one, or?
I did, yeah. So I sold it to a gentleman in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It happened to be where I was located at the time during my nursing contract.
Yeah.
And then what I did was I had met someone that I knew was selling this, and it was such a good deal. And I couldn't say no. So
folks, Hunter only gets good deals. He got a good deal from me, so I believe him. And now let's talk about these obvious tires you have on here.
Yeah.
These are some serious tires.
So,
and those are bead lockers.
Yeah, so these are a bead lock system from the Power Wagon. They're stock wheels, but they are 37-inch tires by 12.5 on 17-inch wheels. They're mud terrains, and I've actually got a whole system to air up and air down as well.
Oh, you do?
I do. So I recommend this company a lot. It's called Thor's Lightning. it lets you hook up all the tires at once to inflate and deflate
I've
them.
seen something like that. That is the
Yeah.
way to go.
So I use this with a swivel connection here, and I have an ARB dual air compressor under the hood, hard mounted,
Uh-huh.
and I've got it wired to my 8-gang panel switch.
Look at those. Those are electric. These running boards, they just come out.
Oh yeah,
As soon as you close the door, check this out.
These are the amp powered steps. So they'll close when they close the doors and open up when you open the doors. So they tuck away, they protect the rocker panels.
6.4 liter.
Yeah, so this is the big Hemi. You gotta ignore all my my wiring.
Mr. Ted here, he had him a Dodge. He likes the Dodges.
Oh yeah. But this is my aux beam 8-gang panel switch. So inside the truck I have 8 switches. So I control all my lights. So I've got my ambers and my floods.
And the winch and this thing is set up.
And then the ditch lights up here.
Well, you got more lights up there.
So I've got ditch lights and more spotlights. And then, so the compressor's over here though. And so it's right here, and it's super, you just plug it in and play.
That is some serious equipment.
Oh, that's it. You just plug it in and you can just disconnect it. Okay. And you plug it in, and then you hook up all 4, and you can air up and air down.
That's cool.
With a quick connect.
And a lot of people don't know that airing down, I used to live in California and go to the sand dunes. Airing down is the key to any off-roading.
Yeah.
Even if you got the big engine, you got 4-wheel drive, without airing down, you're missing a lot.
100%. So it sounds funny, but airing down, putting less tire pressure, it allows your tire to absorb more of the bumps, go over the rocks easier. It's like when you're going at something full force, you're gonna pop something.
Exactly.
You air it down and it gives it a little bit of a bump and a cushion, and you'll get more traction. So these are only 12.5 wide, but really when you air down, they're like 13.5, 14.
Yeah, you get a bigger footprint.
Exactly, and so you're able to get through the sand a lot easier. It helps that I have front lockers and rear lockers too, and automatic sway bar disconnect. So
Automatic sway bar disconnects, lockers front and rear. Folks, this is a serious rig.
Then if you look inside, I've got the big touch screen, and I got all the...
Very nice looking cab. Power wagon.
But I know.
Big. Oh, he's got these LED lights back in there, and the seats, these little lights.
And then these fold down, so I can have a flat platform.
Oh yeah.
So this is
And look at this, little lights underneath the seats.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Flood lighting.
And then,
This was something you made?
no, this was stock with it.
Wow.
And then there's even storage down here,
No way.
a little hidden.
That is, there you go.
So keep some extra stuff in there. But,
That's cool. Yeah,
you don't need those, you just put the seats down.
that quick.
That's it.
Man,
Chum truck, huh?
that is some truck.
And this is a shower suite. This is actually like the easiest and by far my favorite purchase.
Okay.
That's it. 2 straps. This rolls down. And then
Are you seeing this?
Where does he get his hot water from? He's got some little thing here.
so I have a hot water system as well. It's at the house with all the camping gear, but I use a propane. I have a 5-pound propane tank that I use a Camp Chef hot water heater,
Yeah.
and it's pressurized. And I have a hot shower with me. The zipper's over here. But I was just down in the Keys, and I took this down to the Keys, and after a long day of being in the sand and the dirt, we're going to a nice dinner, and so I said, hey, we can change if we need to, but we were in the middle of a parking lot, and I said, well, give me 20 seconds and I'll have somewhere where we can change.
There you go.
And so my family and my girlfriend and I, we all changed in here instead of having to change in the truck and anybody looking in and seeing us or trying to go to a dirty bathroom. And so
yes,
got to change in here and plenty of space in there. And so
I think I should sell my Crasher and go with something like this. You're talking about self-contained. Can go anywhere, do it all. And I got a feeling you've only probably shown us half of what you've got. I mean,
my gear all goes in here, but I don't have any of it in
with
here.
all that room you have for all your extra gear, your totes, and what does this slide out?
I built this, so this is it does slide.
Folks, it just gets better and better. Look at that.
Put all the rollers in there?
Yeah, so I put all the rollers in.
Oh, he's got rollers.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple system. I used just some plywood. It's gonna sound crazy, I used Flex Seal on the top to give it a little grip.
The Flex Seal?
Flex Seal. It's Flex Seal.
Okay.
It's been working great. I've had it for about a year. And then those are just some rollers. I spaced them out. I used 1-inch rollers in the back and in the front, and then everything else is a 3/4 inch roller. So that way it's not moving around too much. It's kind of keeping all the weight in the center.
What do you use for septic?
Wow.
Goes right back in. Just
A
like
very
that.
talented young man.
So.
I'm just wondering, what do you use for a septic system? You know.
So my septic system, I have a full pop-up tent with a full compostable toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's biodegradable and all that stuff.
That's cool.
And then these are walls. So these are all attachment walls. So when this awning comes out, it wraps all the way. It touches actually the front brush guard, and it wraps all the way around.
No, I've seen
And it-
those.
and
That
it-
huge awning, you got that?
It goes parallel to here, and it meets it here. So it goes 270 degrees. And those are the walls that I can put attached to the awning and create my own separate room in here in case it's windy, if there's a bunch of bugs.
Yeah, so
all the
when
rain.
you set it up, it's a,
Yeah,
and then when you put everything together and you're driving down the road, it's one look.
Yeah.
And when you set it up, it's like, wow.
Yeah. So the plan is we're driving to Oregon on.
Yeah, tell us what you're going.
Yeah, so we're going to Oregon. We're going to Springfield, Oregon. Staying in a little town called Deerhorn. We'll be there, and the plan is hopefully be there for a few months, wait till the summertime, and in the summer, take some more time off of work, and hopefully drive to Alaska with the truck. So
Oh, yeah.
I know that's
Well,
quite a
I know
drive,
you will.
but,
I know you will.
Yeah, I just got to
And you've already been, where have your travels taken you?
So I've been, work-wise, I've worked in 4 states, excuse me. But I've been to 43 states. So I'm trying to check off the rest of them.
Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. I was talking to Hunter earlier, and he tells me he's from Florida.
I am, yeah.
And I said, well, it's going to be kind of cold up there in Oregon, isn't it? He goes, I love the cold. So, I mean, he's adaptable. He's got a lot braver than I am, because probably going to be pretty chilly up there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty chilly. It's supposed to be a lot of rain and snow. I've joined one of the Oregon Overlanding groups already, trying to get some insight. And
Well, nothing's going to stop you.
I know I need some snow chains. I think that's the one thing I'm missing so far. But
There's always something else to add.
there's always something. But I've got 2 diesel heaters. I have one that I use for the tent, and then I have one that I use for the space down low. That way we're not having to move them back and forth.
So, recap real quick. What year is this truck?
2022.
It's a 22 Power Wagon.
Correct. 2500 Power Wagon. I've got 50,000 miles on it.
Okay. All probably highway, a lot of traveling.
A lot of highway, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of.
No big deal.
I get 9.5 miles to the gallon.
Oh, I feel your pain, man.
Yep.
I call my truck there the crusher, and when I'm pulling the crasher where I crash in, I'm getting about 8 or 9 myself. So I feel your pain.
Yeah.
But you know, what are you gonna do?
Exactly, and I run 93 in this thing, so I run the.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I run
Oh,
the
boy.
expensive gas. And,
Well, listen, I really appreciate the walk around. Hunter here is out for some great adventure going to Oregon, and I wish we could all go with him. I think it sounds like it's gonna be fun. You're gonna meet up all your friends and join this group.
oh yeah.
And how many are gonna be out there?
Well, it sounds like they've got a few thousand members, but I don't know in the area as to where I'm meeting. I know that a few of them have already reached out and said, hey, when you get here, I would love to hang out, reach out. So it sounds like they've got a bunch of great guys up there too.
Yeah, that sounds really fun when you can get together with people like that, like-minded, out having a good time. And if you get yourself in trouble, you've got other people to help you with recovery.
Yeah, well, that was
And
my biggest.
looks like you're going to be doing all the recovering because you got all the equipment.
Well, that was my first purchase as a recovery gear because I would always go out solo. And I knew it was kind of dangerous, but one of the things I invested in was a satellite phone. I used to have the InReach Mini 2, but I got rid of that once I got the Starlink system. So now I have internet anywhere, and so I can just set the Starlink out, set up internet.
Do you have one of those snatch ropes? Are you familiar with it?
Yeah. I've got a snatch rope and the kinetic rope.
Kinetic rope.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah.
I never did use it. It's a 30-footer,
It works
1
great.
inch thick.
Oh, yeah.
So I've seen a guy on YouTube that uses it all the time. They
Matt's
do-
Off-Road Recovery.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I love his page, yeah.
Oh.
I'm always...
Well, listen, guys, that's the end of the video. I think that Hunter here has got a great rig, and there's no telling what he's got invested, but it's all worth it because he is definitely crushing it.